Life lesson story, the train ticket that was never used, a story about choices, regret, and life's second chances. The old train station at Elmbridge wasn't busy anymore. The paint was peeling, the benches creaked when you sat on them, and most travelers preferred the newer station on the other side of town. But to 34-year-old Adrian, this old station was a place frozen in time, holding a memory he had never shaken off. Every year on the same date, he returned and sat on the far right bench, staring at platform 2, and every year, he took the same object from his wallet, a slightly wrinkled train ticket dated 12 years ago. A ticket he never used. 12 years earlier, Adrian was a dream-filled teenager ready to leave his small town to chase a career in filmmaking. He had packed his luggage, saved money for months, and bought a one-way train ticket to the city. He remembered standing right on platform 2, heart racing, plans unfolding in his mind. But minutes before the train arrived, his phone rang. It was his mother, her voice trembling. His father had collapsed at home. In that instant, everything stopped. He sprinted back home. His father survived, but barely. The doctors warned of a long recovery. The dreams Adrian held slipped quietly into the background. He stayed, worked local jobs, helped his family, and watched the years pass like distant trains he no longer tried to catch. He told himself he'd leave next year, then after things settle, then once Dad gets better, but life kept adding reasons to stay, and the ticket remained unused. One chilly morning, while Adrian sat in the old station as usual, a young woman with a sketchbook approached him. "Excuse me," she said. "Do you mind if I sit here?" "Go ahead," Adrian replied. She sat softly, flipping open her book. Moments passed quietly before she asked, "Are you waiting for someone?" Adrian smiled faintly. "No, just remembering." She glanced at the ticket in his hand. "You didn't catch the train?" "No," he said. "I stayed. My dad needed me. And now?" Adrian looked at the tracks. "Now, it's been too long. Life moved on. My dreams, I think they expired." The young woman studied him for a moment. "Dreams don't expire," she said. "People just stop opening the box they keep them in." He chuckled. "Maybe." She extended her hand. "I'm Mira. I'm a traveling illustrator. I go from town to town capturing memories." Adrian shook her hand. "Adrian." "A former dreamer." Mira tilted her head. "Former? Is that allowed?" Over the next hour they talked. About art, about fear, about the choices that shape us. Mira sketched the platform, capturing the quiet beauty of a place most overlooked. Then she asked softly, "If you could go back to that day, would you get on the train?" Adrian hesitated, then answered honestly, "I don't know. My dad lived 10 more years because I stayed. I don't regret that. But sometimes I wonder who I would have become." Mira nodded. "There are always two lives, the one we live and the one we imagine." She tore a page from her sketchbook and handed it to him. It was a drawing of him sitting on the bench holding a train ticket. "I drew you the way I see you," she said. "Someone who hasn't missed his train yet." Adrian felt a lump in his throat. "You don't even know me." "I know someone who comes back to a station every year hasn't let go," Mira replied. "People who let go don't revisit the platform." Days later, Adrian returned to the station with the sketch in hand. He looked at the unused ticket and realized something. He wasn't grieving the choice he made. He was grieving the choices he stopped making. He stood up, walked to the counter, and placed the old ticket down. The clerk laughed gently. "This expired 12 years ago." "I know," Adrian smiled. "I'd like a new one." "To the city?" "Anywhere the tracks lead." 3 months later, Adrian was living in a tiny apartment in the city, finally studying filmmaking at a community program. He worked part-time in a cafe, spent nights editing small films, and joined groups of creators who embraced his late start without judgment. One evening, while filming at a local art fair, he heard a familiar voice. "You finally opened the box." It was Mira's sketchbook in hand, smiling. Adrian lifted his camera. "And I'm capturing new stories." Mira walked beside him. "Then let's go find more." And for the first time in years, Adrian felt like he didn't miss a train. He had simply waited for the right one. Moral of the story: some opportunities pass. Some choices change us. But dreams don't have expiration dates, only people who stop believing. It's never too late to board the train meant for you.